the Sephora Sale recommendations that no one else is telling you about, and also the things you probably don't need to buy. Hello, my gorgeous ones. My name is Alicia. This is Alicia Budget Beauty. I love all things affordable fashion and beauty. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, Sephora Sale rundowns, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, I'm gonna hop into this quickly, and I will say most of my recommendations are going to be fragrance related, but I do have a few I wanna share first that are hair, body, and makeup, but the majority will be fragrance. And I also wanna clarify what I meant in the intro about the things to not buy. What I'm basically going to kind of, as I go along, when I'm in a category, just tell you some of the brands that I know that maybe you would get a better deal on another site, especially fragrance wise. But then there's a lot of beauty brands out there that they do much better sales, like 30% off of their own site, especially around like Black Friday. And then some of these I never really see go on sale that much, and that's why I recommend them during the Sephora sale. All right, so I'm only gonna talk about one hair product. I'm not a huge like hair person. I mean, there's a lot of shampoos and conditioners that I love, but a lot aren't even from Sephora, like my Pacifica, my Lucetta from Amazon. So the one hair product though from Sephora that I am absolutely in love with is the Serum Guava Leave-In Conditioner. You guys, I'm actually still really full here. I thought that I might go ahead and get this in the sale, but then when I realized I'm still all the way up to here, I thought, I'm not gonna unnecessarily buy backup, but you guys, I've been using this for a really, really long time. I don't wash my hair that often. That's probably why mine's fuller than most. I wash my hair once a week, but I use this every single time. And really you only need about a quarter size amount, at least on my hair, maybe less if you have shorter hair. And you guys, the way that this smells, it smells so good. I wouldn't even necessarily say like it's not a fragrance that like I would want to spray all over my body. It's a fragrance that just is so good in the hair. It's one of those that if I just do my hair wet and I put it in a bun and I put this on, not only is my hair so silky and soft afterwards, or if I do like my natural waves, they're more just like soft waves with no frizz. But like every time I turn and the air just hits me or I go to hug someone, I'm like, they're gonna think my hair smells so good. And it's because of this. I love it. It's also really affordable. I think it's only like $24, $26. So, you know, whether you are Rouge, a VIP, Insider, it's still a really, really good deal. Okay, next up, body. My bottle's kind of nasty on the cap, just ignore that. This is the Isle of Paradise Body Confidently Clear Body Cleanser for smoother skin. So this has lactic, polyglutamic, salicylic acid, and mandelic acids. And I'm down pretty low, so I do have this in my cart for the sale. And you guys, this smells so good. This is like, it's a fruity, kind of creamy, almost like a cheesecake, like a strawberry cheesecake almost sort of scent, but not like so saccharinely sweet that it's like gross. It smells so good. And I do think it has made my skin really, really smooth. Like the back of my arms are so silky smooth. Of course, I do other things like body oil and lotion as well, but I really do believe that I was getting some chest acne a little bit, not bad, just a little bit. And I really have not been getting that ever since using this. This is also pretty affordable. Again, it smells amazing and highly, highly recommend. All right, you guys, just elephant in the room, nails. If you've been seeing my videos, like I'm missing some nails. I'm just waiting for these to naturally fall off so I don't damage my nails and I can put another pair on. And also my eyeliner exploded and I didn't realize till just now that it's all black. So I'm not a gross lady, okay? I showered, but that's why. Okay, this item I don't have with me because I did empty it not too long ago, and that is the Moroccan body oil. No, not body oil, body wash. This is so good. I know a lot of people love the shampoo of this. And when I shared this, I think it was last summer, a lot of people on Instagram, a lot of people are like, oh, I never knew there was a body wash. I love the hair product. Well, the body wash foams up so beautifully, lathers so nicely, a little bit goes a long way, and it lasted me almost a year. So, and I do shower every day. I don't wash my hair every day. So it lasted a really long time. Really, really enjoy it. Enjoy the smell. Again, it's not too expensive. My other item is a Sol de Janeiro item. Now, I'm sure a ton of people are sharing Sol de Janeiro. I'm not gonna bore you guys with the sprays like and the Bum Bum cream. Like everybody knows about that. The one thing that no one talks about that I'm obsessed with is the body oil, the glow oil. So this is the Cabana Bronze body oil, glow oil. So this is the deep tan looking shade. They also have a champagne one, and then they do have a really beautiful pearly pink one on their own site, but not on Sephora. They only have the champagne looking one and this one. And I do have this in my cart. I'm probably down about right here on this one. I do have the champagne one as well, but I don't really go through that one as much. What I love this for is like last night, I had an event to go to. I was wearing a short skirt and my legs are like Casper's, probably like I'm tanner than you. Like they just, my veins were showing through. It doesn't look good. So I use this just like if I want like a nice looking tan. This is not a self tanner. So this is not something that is going to last more really than your one use. But say I need to take pictures or I need to just go out for the evening, date night, something like that. Or like my first couple of days by the pool and I don't want to look too white. I use this. It smells amazing. It smells like the original and it gives you such a beautiful glow and bronze, and it's not too transfery. I mean, if you put it on and you put your clothes on immediately and you're wearing white, you're probably gonna see it. But if you put it on, you wait a little bit, you carefully put on your clothes, or you just put on your clothes first and put only on the exposed parts, you're gonna be safe. I don't notice it like on my seats when I get in the car. So you smell amazing, you look bronzed and beautiful, and it's just a lifesaver for me. All right, I have just a couple of skincare items. So I do have a Sephora Collection one. This is the Nourishing Moisturizer. Again, really, really affordable. You get 30% off of Sephora Collection, no matter what level that you are. And I just really, really like this. I find it very nourishing. I like it morning or evening. If I want like extra going on, I will layer it up even more so in the evening. This is a repurchase, so I did empty one. So I don't need a new one. But I liked it so much that I did repurchase it. Then we also have the Inky List, the Bioactive Ceramide Repairing Plumping Moisturizer. I do really like this. I like this better at night because it is thicker and very, very subtle in scent, not much at all. And then Inky List is so affordable already. So if you can get 20%, even 10% off when it's already so affordable, that's a good deal. Okay, now I'm still gonna include this, but I did happen to stumble upon this cheaper somewhere else for now. But this is the Algenist Recharging Night Pressed Serum. You guys, this is incredible. It is also incredibly expensive. It's like $98. I did not purchase this, full disclosure. I got this off of Skeepers in PR. But I fell in love and I love it so much and it's so luxurious that I hoard it. So I don't use it all the time, but like if my skin if I want to pamper myself, if my skin needs just some extra something, if I want to smell and it does not have a super strong scent, it just has like a subtle luxurious scent to it. I love this stuff so much. It's kind of like a cold press. Oh, it feels so good on the skin. Now, I did see that on their own site, they have this 25% off right now. I say right now, you guys are not seeing this until Friday. I'm filming the day before. I don't know about Friday, but as of Thursday, this was 25% off. So maybe this is something to keep an eye on if you really want to try it on the Algenist site. But if you do want to try it on Skeepers and use your % off and you don't mind an expensive price for something super luxurious, I do recommend it. Okay, so I only have Sephora Collection makeup to recommend and one other product that is not. The reason for that is I personally don't really see the hype around the Sephora sale for makeup. very often. So especially now that Ulta carries, you know, Chanel, they carry Natasha Denona, even some Pat McGrath, and you know, you do get those prestige coupons here and there. I probably get one once a month that you can do 20% off of fragrance or, you know, the higher end makeup. And then if it's not higher end, you can use those 20% off like all the time. So I just don't really see the hype around the makeup, especially brands like Fenty. They do a friends and family sale, I think twice a year for 30% off of the site. Huda Beauty does the same thing. They do like a friends and family, something like that. Black Friday, a lot of these brands have bigger sales. Natasha Denona even sometimes marks palettes down like 40% on her site. So I'm just not, even though I have a ton of makeup that you can find at Sephora, I'm not including that here because for me, it doesn't make sense. But Sephora Collection, obviously, you can only get at Sephora, and you do get 30% off, super affordable. I have all these blushes here. I really, really enjoy them. This was the old packaging, but then I do have newer packaging of them. I just think these are really, really nice. I love these. The shade right here is a matte shade. So some of them have sparkle, and then some of them are matte. This one is, if you want a really, really cool tone, pale, pale pink that can kind of go lilac or pink. I love this shade. I think it's really hard to find a shade like this. So it's not really deep skin friendly, but if you have lighter skin and you're looking for a shade like that, this shade is Trust Yourself. But then they also have shades that do have some luminosity to them. So this one has a little gold reflex. It is Shine Bright. Then this one is Heated. My like one nail here. Just a nice like coral shade. This was like my favorite back in the day. So I don't think this shade's available in the old packaging. Hot Flush, if it is, it's like one of my favorites. I dropped it one time doing a favorites of Sephora Collection. And I was like, no, I miss my baby. But it is a beautiful orangey orange blush. So yeah, I think those blushes are definitely worth it. I also really love the Sephora Collection lip products. Pretty much anything that they have. So I have a bunch of their Lip Story lipsticks. These are in the cardboard packaging. They remind me of Almay. They have a cardboard packaging like this. So not the most like high-end and luxurious, but what I love about these is they have really unique tones. This one, anytime I wear this, people are like, what is on your lips? Maybe not for everyone. The shade is, let's see, it's Primal Instinct. And it is this kind of mustard, deep brown mustard shade that is really, really unique. I get so many compliments on that one. We have a brown shade here. This one is Undisturbed, really deep, deep chocolate brown. So that's why I like these. I mean, I do have like this purple here. They just, oh, this birthday cake one is also really fun. It is gold and metallic. This is a really fun topper. So like if you do a deep red lip and then you just want it to have this gold metallic on top, this is really, really fun. So that's why I like these. They're just not your typical shades. And then I do have one of their matte lipsticks that I feel like it's a pretty comfortable matte. I just really like this shade. It is this shade 07. So it looks like this, and it's just a perfect brown. A perfect warm brown. Really, really pretty for fall. I also love their lip liners. I have so many lip liners, I didn't want to dig through and try to find it, but their lip liners are good. But my favorite lip product are the glossed glosses. So I'm just gonna show you guys like this. Not every lip in here is a glossed, but all the back 2 row are. So we have 12 of them. So I think I own almost every single shade. The shade I'm wearing on top of, this is the CoverGirl Outlast lip stain. It's like a pen. I just filmed it for TikTok and I like them, but I really like lip stains and then a gloss on top, because then it doesn't transfer on the gloss and then your lips still stay hydrated, and it just helps keep everything in place. And I love the shade so much, you guys. Is this Money or Unbothered? Unbothered. I love Money too. Let me show you guys Money. Here it is. Money is this gorgeous iridescent gold green that is so pretty on so many lips. Like this would be really pretty on here too if I wanted it brighter green gold looking, but this bronze is so stunning. Now the formula is thicker on these, so don't think like thin, just, you know, gloss. Think like a very opaque, can be worn on their own, and like a thick, but it's not sticky. And it still really shines. But I feel like these are so much more long wearing than a lot of glosses because of the thickness. But it may throw some people off. I think sometimes they hear thick and they think goopy and it's gonna ball up and do the weird like string cheese thing on your lips. These don't do that for me. They do have like solid shades like this as well that are really opaque that you can wear by themselves. And then they do have these more iridescent lighter ones that are perfect toppers. So like this one is Slay, and then I have this one Strut, and then this one is Lover, and then we have this kind of lilac-y pink, and it's Wild. So like, you don't have to get 12 like me, but I do recommend throwing a few of these in your basket. Okay, a few more makeup items real quick. So we have the LYS, their bronzer. I have the shade, there are no limits in Harmony. So it's this triangle bronzer here. Here's how much I have left. So not much because so I'm definitely over halfway through with this, probably about 2/3 done. And I love this. Now, I don't really care that it's in this component. Like it looks sleek, but I'm not a drag on my face. I never will be. I do not like dragging on my face with the actual like the component. I'm always either gonna be a back of the hand with cream blush, something you squeeze out, or I take my brush and just swipe. So I think it looks sleek, but it doesn't really help the application. For me personally, if you do like to apply directly to your face, you might like this angle. I wear this almost every day. I just love it. It's a perfect tone for me. It's so smooth. It blends really, really nicely. And this is also a pretty affordable brand for Sephora. And I also do really like their Triple Fix Serum Foundation. Now it says serum, but a lot of serum foundations are very liquidy. This is definitely thicker. This is a medium buildable coverage. I just think it's really, really nice. It's pretty natural. I think it looks really healthy on the skin. I think it's a good option for an affordable Sephora foundation. But you guys, the one that I fell in love with last year is the Ciele Tint and Protect SPF 50 Tinted Serum. I wear this every single day ever since getting it. And I've tagged them so much because on Instagram, if I do a makeup look, I'll usually include at the end of the carousel a flat lay of all the makeup. This is always there. So I always tag it, and they were like, we want to send you a new bottle. I'm like, thank you, because I am scraping the bottom of this. Now, I don't necessarily love this part, so it's all up in the cap. I can't get it to come out. It's a squeeze, it's a dropper, but it's shoved up in the cap, so you can't see that right now. So I've just been taking it and just swiping it on the back of my hand and then using my foundation brush or my fingers. Actually, I recommend fingers. That was like later on, I didn't realize that at first, but what I do is I mix in a little bit of like a glowy something. So whether it's like the Lumi Glotion or the Drunk Elephant bronzing drops, I'll just mix that in and then put it all over my face with my fingers. And honestly, that could be enough coverage for a lot of people. It looks so healthy, but I use that as a first coat. And then I go on with another foundation, just one layer with a brush. And I just feel like it makes the skin look so flawless. but definitely you could use this by itself. It is the best of this type. Better than the Hourglass, better than the Bobbi Brown. It's worth every penny. I cannot recommend this enough. This is one of my favorite products I tried in 2023. Before I jump into the fragrances, I did just want to say, like I mentioned Drunk Elephant just a second ago. Drunk Elephant and like Glow Recipe, I didn't include those in here because I've seen them on sale cheaper sometimes, like on their own sites. During Black Friday, they're at Ulta too. So if you need to stock up, I guess it makes sense to purchase them. I love a lot of their products. I do like that Drunk Elephant bronzing drops. I love the Glow Recipe toner. I love the niacinamide. I love the Plum hyaluronic acid. So I love those brands. I just don't know if getting them during the Sephora sale makes sense for me. Okay, moving on to fragrance. So let's talk about discovery sets. I highly recommend, if there's any brand that you're interested in, get the discovery set. You can always go back next year and do your 20% off. Occasionally, Sephora will do random 20% off fragrance sales that aren't during the actual Sephora sale. So I do recommend discovery sets. Now, I do have the Floral Street one. I like these. I don't love them. I do really like florals, but I want florals to be floral but unique, floral mixed in with like other types of like maybe like a gourmand floral, something like that. These Floral Street is like basically just floral. So you have to really like floral fragrances, but I do think that they're good. Their actual full-size bottles are beautiful. Sometimes they even mark them down 30-40% off. These do go on sale, so I don't know that it's like the smartest thing to buy full size during the sale, but the discovery set I would recommend. Then we have Net fragrances, and my favorite from this is Rose Parade. I do actually have a full size bottle right here, so this is what the full size looks like. I just really like this one. It is floral, but it's really pretty, and my husband really likes this. Out of the discovery set, I was wearing this and he was like, ooh, I like that. So that was a sign that I needed to buy it. This is an elevated, sophisticated, rich rose fragrance. So it is not your grandmother's rose. It's not even like a young girly rose. It is like I'm rich, I have money, people's heads will turn. I love it, and I do love the cap on this. So I do like a few of the other fragrances in here, not quite enough to get full size, but I think this is a good discovery set to get. Also, I highly recommend the 5 Cents fragrance set. I love this house. I do have 2 full size. Keep just abandoning this screen. Okay, so the full size I have is Burn For You and In Too Deep. Now, when I got the discovery set, they did not have In Too Deep in this. This is a newer fragrance. They did have their cannabis one in here. It is called Lit. I do not like it. I don't want to smell like I've been smoking bud. I don't. It's not my thing at all. I hate cannabis scents. But Catch Feelings, I do like that one. Life of the Party is also fun. And then Twin Flame is a nice, like, I think it's more fall, I would say. But these two, Burn For You was by far my favorite out of the discovery set. If you like Replica by the Fireplace, you will really like this too. They are very similar. It's beautiful. I love it. And then In Too Deep is a gorgeous vanilla fragrance. It's so good. So I got the Vanilla Vice by Sniff. Sniff is sold at Ulta or their own site. And I was so excited for it, and I was let down. It was not, I just did not really care for it that much. This is what I thought it was gonna smell like. Like, this is vanilla, ice cream, but it has like a little bit more going on. So it's not just like your basic boring vanilla. It is beautiful. If someone asks me, I want vanilla, but I don't want just like, it's not a woody vanilla. It's just a beautiful, fun, bright vanilla with like, I can't remember if there's freesia in this. I know there's sandalwood. It's got like a effervescence almost to it. Like it's peppy instead of just like a smooth, sweet vanilla. It's so good. Now I do have the Discovery set of boy smells. I don't know where I put it. I think I took them out of the box and they're like in my samples drawers. But the one that I did purchase a travel of is Foria. It was my favorite out of the whole Discovery set. This one's just, if you like woody and you don't want sweet, you want something for fall time, I highly recommend this. Maybe try the sample set, but I didn't really love the other ones. This is just, in my opinion, the best. Now, a sample set I do not recommend you getting is the replica. So they come in little 6mm, I think, or maybe it's 7mm little bottles, and there's 4 of them. The reason why I don't recommend it is I purchased mine off of Joma Shop for $54.99, and I think it's $78 on Sephora. So I recommend, if you're gonna get that Discovery, there's 4 of them in there. There is Lazy Sunday, By the Fireplace, Jazz Club, and Autumn Leaves. And really my favorite, I love Jazz Club. I would love to have at least a travel of it. But By the Fireplace is my favorite. Eventually I want just a full-size bottle of it. Love it. It's so cozy. It's my favorite. I do love Autumn Leaves as well. It's very crisp, ultimate fall. Like it really smells like leaves crunching under your feet. I do love that set. I just recommend getting it from Joma Shop, but I do recommend maybe getting their travel sizes from the Sephora sale. While I'm here, travels, Ellis Brooklyn Opry. I do have a backup of, this is the backup. So my other one is more gone than this. I hesitate recommending this because I do have Opry on Ulta as well. Really, it just depends. When you are buying a fragrance that, again, I don't recommend, you guys, I don't recommend buying Gucci, Valentino, any of your designer fragrances from Sephora or Ulta really, unless you have tons and tons of points that you don't want to use on something else. The reason why is you can get them at discount sites so much cheaper than even the 20% off. So any fragrance that is in my cart to buy from the sale are ones that really you can only find at Sephora or you never see them discounted. But Ellis Brooklyn, you can get it at Ulta. Opry is a beautiful cold weather fragrance. It like feels like you're in the mountains, and it's very unisex. The Forever Mood, hard to get. So I just recently got this and reviewed it on TikTok. I do really like this, but it smells so much like Dolce & Gabbana Devotion. Not exactly, but enough so to where if you have Devotion, you don't need this. But if you don't have Devotion, you might want to grab this. It is cheaper. I really want to try the other fragrances, so I do have some in my cart from Forever Mood. All right, next with the fragrances, we have Coconut Sun by 7 Virtues. I just recently bought this full size because, oh, so good. I had a couple of samples of this and I was just like, I love it so much. I also had samples of Vanilla Woods that I love. So I do have Vanilla Woods in my cart, but I had to get a full size of this. It is, for me, I know not everyone loves coconut. People either seem to love coconut in a fragrance or really hate it. This is probably my favorite coconut fragrance. I just think it is absolutely delicious. It also pairs so well with the next fragrance. So this is Abbott Papaya Isla, or Papaya Isla, however you want to say it. And Abbott is unisex, the house is, but I did get their Mojave. I think that's Mojave. Yes. And that's definitely more masculine. It's like Opry by Ellis Brooklyn, but more masculine. So it's probably something I should pass along to my husband, but I do kind of still like it. This one is definitely more feminine, and it's so green and tropical and just, It's beautiful. It is a green tropical fragrance. So not coconutty, like we're talking if you're in the rainforest or something and you just smell all the greenery around you and all the flowers blooming around you. It's juicy. These two pair so beautifully together. I cannot recommend either one of these enough for summertime. All right, by Nest Fragrances, my two favorites are Indigo and Sun-Kissed Hibiscus. Out of the two, my favorite is Indigo. This is a tea fragrance, but it is not your typical tea fragrance. This is so exotic, so intoxicating, so long lasting. The projection on this is insane. And just the longevity is nuts. I love it so much. Like if you want to smell unique, exotic, like turn heads, and you want it to last, I highly recommend this. The Sun-Kissed Hibiscus is very summery. I do really love this one. This one is a comfort fragrance for me. This is an easy grab. Like especially in summertime, if I'm not sure what to wear, I could easily grab this, go out the door. It's cheerful, it's comforting, it's very summery. I do really, I love this bottle too. I think they do such a good job with their bottles. They're so pretty. The very last and is going to be everybody knows it, Kaylee Yum Pistachio. Now, there have been a million dupes since this, and I have a bunch of them. So I'm recommending this with a grain of salt here. If you love Kaylee, if you love the bottle, if you've always wanted to get this fragrance, of course, by all means, get it during the Sephora sale. The Kahar, it's Middle Eastern Kahar Pistachio, you can get it off of Aroma Concepts, is better than this one, in my opinion. It is stronger, a little more long lasting, and a little bit less powdery. Some people really did not like the powderiness of this one. So over the two, and that bottle is gorgeous too. So of the two, I recommend the Kahar Pistachio, but this is a good fragrance. I love this one for layering. I don't always like it just by itself. It's like it needs something else with it. So I do like it for layering. As far as Kaylee is concerned, I haven't really found the one that I love. I do not like the pink pepper. I don't really like the cocoa vanilla one. I do have two in my cart. I have the little travel. I love that their travel are mini bottles. I think that's so cute because a lot of times I go for the full size just because I want the bottle experience. Whereas I would have gotten it in a travel if it was a mini version of it, and they do have a mini version. So I do have the Vanilla 28 in my cart and the Sparkling Lychee. Oh, I did forget, another one by Nest I recommend is their Lychee one that came out this last year. It's really pretty. It's not exceptionally unique, but it's a really beautiful, bright floral fragrance. Very like cheerful, just if you were wondering about that one. But so I do have Sparkling Lychee in there. I'm gonna try those out just in the travel size. I was like, I don't need the full size of those. So I think it's a perfect time to get the travels during the Sephora sale. That is it, you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was different from everyone else's videos. Everyone else's I see has all the same products that you see all the time. And I think a lot of them just don't make sense to get during the Sephora sale. I say really go for the stuff you never see on sale, the stuff that's only sold at Sephora, and the things that have been just on your mind, you couldn't get out of your mind for the longest time. Don't force yourself to get a bunch of stuff that you're gonna see go 30% off down the road. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye.